Years ago, I was called to a hospital for a woman in critical condition. Her son, a grown man in his 40s, stood beside her bed weeping silently. He had always been the strong one, the no-nonsense, keep-it-together type. But now, seeing his mother barely able to speak or possibly on her deathbed, all that strength melted into grief. And when the mom realized that her son was crying, she didn't say much. She simply reached for his hand and said, "Shh, I'm still here." The moment of motherly presence, even in her weakness, reminds me of another scene on a hill called Calvary. From the wood of the cross, through broken breath and unimaginable pain, Jesus looks down and says, "Woman, behold your son. Son, behold your mother." And in that one sacred exchange, he gives Mary to John and to all of us. And Mary becomes not just the mother of John, but the mother of the church. At the foot of the cross, it's an odd place to assign motherhood, isn't it? Not a birthday party or a baptism, for instance, but at Calvary, in agony, in the darkness. In the book of Genesis, as we heard, Eve is called the mother of all the living. But at the foot of the cross, Mary becomes the mother of the redeemed humanity. A new Eve, born not from the side of Adam, but from the pierced side of Christ. When that soldier thrust his lance into Jesus' side and blood and water flowed out, it wasn't just a wound, it was a birth. The church was born there, through suffering, through mercy, through love. And Mary, standing there in that suffering of her son, she didn't run. She didn't faint. She stood. And think about that for a moment. A mother watching her innocent son suffer brutally, and still she stands, silent, steadfast, and surrendering. Not because she understood everything, but because she trusted someone. There's a story about a young nurse working in a war hospital during a violent conflict. And one night, during an air raid, as sirens wailed and the building trembled, she found herself alone in a dim hallway with a wounded soldier who had just come out of surgery. He was conscious but trembling. She knelt beside him, held his hand and whispered, "Don't worry, I am not going anywhere." Later, when asked how she stayed so calm, she said, "No, I was not calm. But I knew that man, he didn't need any answers. He just needed someone to stay with him." Mary is that for the church. The church is still being born through suffering, through conflict, misunderstanding, scandal, and brokenness. And yet, that maternal heart of Mary still beats at its center. A mother who doesn't solve every crisis with a speech, but who stands beside us through every storm, reminding us we are not abandoned. And Jesus calls her woman. It sounds distant, almost cold, especially from a dying son on a cross. And it's the same word, the word woman is used at Cana. Now, woman, what concern is that to me? Jesus asked Mary. In both places, Cana and Calvary, Jesus is doing more than addressing Mary. He is revealing her. At Cana, she initiates his mission. At Calvary, she fulfills his mission. And she is the woman who listens, who intercedes, who births the church in silence and sorrow. She is not only the mother of God, she is our mother, yours and mine. So on this day, the memorial of the Blessed Virgin Mary, Mother of the Church, I invite you to receive her anew. She won't overwhelm you. She won't force herself into your life. She will simply stand by her presence with you until we notice her, until we rest, not just in her presence, but in her love. And then, like John, let us take her into our home. Amen.